Wagwan. Howdy. What's good? What's happening? Mambo vipi? Are you guys doing good? How y'all doing? Happy and blessed Sunday, everyone. What you doing? Wherever you are. It's my pleasure to be back again with another reaction video. My name is JT. This is JT Podcast. Welcome to another episode. If it's your first time here, if you're new here into this channel, consider subscribing. Hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell, so you won't miss any episode that is dropping in this side of the podcast. Karibu sana. I hope you're having a good weekend. You're winding it down slowly on a good Sunday like this. Yo, we're back again in the streets. A lot of happening, and we have to talk about what is happening, what's trending, what's popping. So as you're joining, smash that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that already. If you are willing or interested to join the membership, you can do so at a small cost, at a very small cost, okay? So karibu sana. I see you, Kinchkin, in the house. You're the first one. Why is sister going on a trip? Is she carrying for a nephew? All right, Lilipad, I see you. Good afternoon and happy Sunday, y'all. Lilipad, I see Stag 21. Hey, JT and everyone, happy Sunday. SC, Wagwan, SC, Mambo. Eva Miller, see you. Everyone else in the house, Team Masoda, smash that like button as you join in. Team Masoda, smash the like button. Guys, by the way, how's my audio on your end? Let me hope that my audio is good. Please give me a feedback from your end. I see you, Colleen, Miss Optimistic, Wagwan. Yvette Kinchkin, Mambo VP, doing fine. Rashford Fidi, all the way from the UK. Greetings to you, JT, and everyone in the charts. I see you, GGMA, Wagwan. I am Waswa, joined with the notification on time. Appreciate that. I appreciate that big time. Audio is good. That's what's up. Thank you, Aaron. I see you saying audio is good. Appreciate that. OT just posted as well. All right. That's cool. No problem, guys. I had scheduled mine for a very long time, like pretty much earlier before this. So I believe they would have seen that I'm here. I scheduled like 40 minutes before this live stream. Anyway, let's get to the streets. As you have seen on my thumbnail and a title, it suggests something's up. Vico Space, appreciate you being here, and my channel member, appreciate you. Thank you so much as you joining. So I don't know if you've seen Cabrera premiering from Watamu, Mombasa. And if you ask yourself, the thing is, Ivamila, you guys are watching right now, okay? You're in this channel, so forget about anything else. You are here, so focus on this one. Should I give you whips? I should give some people some whips. Yes, that is for y'all. Hey, focus, concentrate. We are in the class, and you're telling me that there is some football played outside there. So please focus. Focus on the class. All right, we are here. So don't confuse the environment. Like Marwa said, like Marwa told that, I don't know who was that saying, I think I like someone here, and they know themselves. Marwa was like, don't confuse the universe. So that is why I'm saying, you don't confuse the universe. So we are here, focus on the class, all right? Faithful to Yeshua, I see you. Karib, I see you too. Who else? Colleen, I see you. Hamisi, official, I've seen you too. Yeah, Ivamila, I see you too, but don't confuse the class. Karibu sana. Hit the like button as you join in, all right? Kenyan Cat Mom, hello JT, hello you. JT, don't give me a whip. I'm doing both. Oh, no problem. But anyway, if you try to confuse the class, that will concern you. But anyway, I'm all right. It's okay. It's all right. Anyway, have you seen Rocio premiering a very short video from Watamu? And I want you to know that this is Watamu that was suggested, or how can I say, recommended by Rocio, by Dee Mwango. And she told Marwa, you know what? Why don't you take Rocio to Watamu? Because that is where I've been. Watamu, you remember Dee Mwango has been living in Watamu for quite some time now. So go to Watamu. Go to Watamu. So that is where uh, that is where Marwa decided to take Rocio. And I could see it. All right. So I could see it. I could see in Rocio's eyes that she's not cool with that Watamu thing. She wanted to go somewhere like Diani. And even Marwa was confusing himself and saying, oh, so guys, we are here in Diani or we are here in whatever. And Rocio was like, no, we are not nowhere there. We are just here. Been a fan of you for a while, JT. Shout out to you. BCN Unfiltered, Wagwan man. Thank you so much for joining. Big shout out to you. If you've been a fan, I'm a fan too. Like, I appreciate you being here, right? Thank you so much. Angela, I see you. I will be in the bushes, no problem, as long as you give me that thumbs up. All right. Yes, Sharon, I see you. Sharon Thomas. Appreciate you being here. Newbie comment, Wagwan. Hey, you cannot miss a Rocio thing, you can you? Newbie comment, you cannot miss a Rocio thing. I know that is your favorite YouTuber right now. Rocio is your favorite. That one I know is undebatable. So are you going to sing a happy birthday song for Rocio or not? Are you going to do that? All right. Okay. So let's get on this one. Let me bring something here. By the way, before I even present the receipts, have you listened? Did you listen to Dee Mwango's live stream yesterday? Did you listen to Dee Mwango's live stream yesterday where she was saying she was giving her plans, what she wanna do? Did you listen to that? Looks like we have some interesting things. So at this moment, I should clap for myself. That one I have to let me just give myself flowers. Let me clap for myself for inspiring for inspiring Dee Mwango and Rocio to start podcasts. Hey, that's for me. Yes. So that is JT. I am the motivation. I have inspired Dee Mwango and Rocio to start podcast. And now, when I launched my podcast the other day, I made a video and I did a walkthrough how I build my podcast. And someone told me that Rocio viewed that video and they were discussing on how much it costed JT to come up with this podcast and all this and what do you need. So they were giving that breakdown. So to my surprise, yesterday when Dee Mwango was going live, she said that right now she want to retire, but she want to build a podcast and she want to start a podcast where she'll be bringing guests in the podcast to start and to talk about dating and whatever. I was like, oh. So Dee Mwango, who's currently operating from Rocio's house. Now that is where the problem is going to come. Dee Mwango, who is literally living in Rocio's house, is planning to start a podcast inside Rocio's house, and Rocio is already building a podcast inside the same villa. So how is this thing going to happen? Because Dee Mwango's house is now anywhere closer to be completed. So how is this going to happen? Dee Mwango want to start a podcast because Rocio says she wants to start a podcast because JT already started a podcast. And so in their mind, they think this podcast thing is just an easy, you just need a microphone and you're good to go. But anyway, I did a very good video, a tutorial. If you want to start a project, a podcast project, go to my channel. You can see a video that I did, how I built my podcast. So Dee Mwango, I have a masterclass for you. Go there. See what I did. And now, the question is, Dee Mwango, how are you going to start a podcast inside Rocio's house? I don't understand. How are you going to start a podcast where Rocio is already setting up a podcast inside the same villa? It's going to be a problem. Don't you think so? You guys, don't you think so? Or what do you think? I see you, Farouz. Okay. Maureen, how are you? Tina, your bro, I see you. Lilipad, I see you. Rodani, Wagwan. Nobody will go to D podcast. Okay, Dee Mwango, real talk. If you want to start that podcast, come to my JT podcast. Let me do an induction for you. Let me see if you're really ready or capable of hosting a podcast. Because Dee Mwango, I don't think that kind of voice. Okay, sorry, Dee Mwango. You can do everything in through Christ who strengthens you. That's how you say. What is that? Psalms 21, whatever. What are you doing, JT? Influencing the wrong bunch? I mean, no. I'm a good influencer. So whoever want to copy me, they can copy me and they can do it best. If they want to do it the right way, they can do it. But now the question is, why will Dee Mwango jump to this podcast thing? Because Rocio already purchased a microphone and a whatever. She want to do that in the house. So how are they going to do it? Dee Mwango has always been trying to outshine Rocio. Like every time, Rocio will come up with a project, Dee Mwango jumps on it. Or maybe if Dee Mwango is doing something, Rocio will jump on another one. For example, Rocio is planning to build her own house and a project and a multi-million project. And Dee Mwango is already building some. I mean, it's kind of a competition. I don't know. But now this podcast thing is going to crack me up. I mean, it's going to crack me up like big time. Anyway, let's start with the receipts. I was saying hello to you. Feel most welcome as you're joining. Smash the like button. I would really, really appreciate if you do that. Okay. I can see y'all. Who have I not said hello to? Meg Feather, I see you. Yes. I guess you're the one who I had not said hello to. Dina Njagi is saying, her ugly laughter will make subscribers run away. Ro has a better biography than D. Thank you. Ebony, EBBs, thank you for joining. I appreciate you being here. Okay. Let me bring now the receipt so we can start from there and see what's popping. Before we go to Watamu drama. Anyway, let me start from Rocio, where she was launching her podcast equipment, studio podcast equipment. That is some days after JT Podcast launched his podcast. And now there is Rocio here who presented that. And now we jump to Dee Mwango. You hear Dee Mwango's ideas. And tell me if this is not a direct attack to Rocio, because Dee Mwango has always tried to outshine Rocio and try to make her look like she can do something better, if not Dee Mwango who did it. So let's start from here.
So I decided to invest in a studio kit. You know, I have some things, to be honest. I have my microphone. I have two types of microphone that I've been traveling with. My live microphone. I have my live microphone. It's one of the best ones.
All right. So Roro decided to, invest in a studio equipment and whatever. You can see she purchased a small sound card here called a mixer and whatever, some small microphones and a studio microphone. And I was the first one to congratulate her and say, hey, Rocio, you go for it. Dreams are valid. You just go for it. You want to do it? Yeah, just do it, okay? Let nobody stop you. And now, what is actually making me laugh so hard is the idea that Dee Mwango is starting to do the same exact thing now. And even to make it even crazier is Dee Mwango is still living in Rocio's house. So how are these two people going to do two podcasts in the same house? Is Dee Mwango really trying to make sure that Rocio does not enjoy anything? Because now, Rocio is right now in Mombasa, in Watamu, that she never wanted to go. She wanted to go somewhere on a solo trip, maybe Diani or somewhere. But now, Dee Mwango had to follow and now tell Marwa, take her to Watamu. That's where they are. Anyway, let's go. Let me play this.
to be smooth and nice. And this also is an anti-pop. Once again, for the pop. You don't want to pop in this.
Yeah, you don't want to pop. Yeah, I always say JT is the motivation. So you today, because you decided to use that, I removed mine from my microphone. Let me pop here. Anyway, that's cool, Rocio. I'm your teacher, and I'm proud of me. I'm proud of myself, like Dee Mwango always say. Yes, I'm proud of myself. Congratulate me. Anyway, I hope you guys saw this video, so no need of me playing it so long. Let me go back to Rocio. No, Dee Mwango. And now she tell you that she want to start a podcast. And I was like, oh, Dee Mwango. Okay, Dee Mwango. Okay, Dee Mwango. You start a podcast? No problem. Let's see how you go with it. Because why not? Right. So, Dee Mwango, Wagwan, what do you want to do?
Maybe even in the next video, I don't know. So I'll have to think about it.
Yeah.
You know? And the fact that I love content creation so much, I think I will create another channel mainly for podcasts. Like I want to have a purely podcast channel.
Oh my God. Dee Mwango. So, Dee Mwango, I'm not trying to discredit your goals and your ambition and your dreams, but the question is, did you really have this thing in mind, or you just trying to outshine Rocio, or you just trying to make Rocio feel less of herself, or maybe just to look for anything that you can fight Rocio? You live in Rocio's house. Dee Mwango lives in Rocio's house. So Dee Mwango is living in Rocio's house. Rocio has already started building a podcast inside that house. And Dee Mwango is being hosted by Rocio, is now copying Rocio's idea. And now she's saying right here that I think I'm going to start a podcast. And but anyway, Dee Mwango, would you at least be kind enough to give credit to JT for inspiring you to start a podcast? Because I see like everyone who started a channel right now from Nyabohanse, they're like, you should thank Marwa because Marwa inspired you to start a channel, YouTube channel. Marwa brought you a YouTube channel. Marwa brought YouTube to your village. Now, Dee Mwango, you and Rocio, will you guys give me credit? Will you, Dee Mwango and Rocio, give me credit for inspiring you to start a podcast? And by the way, Dee Mwango, before you say whatever, do you know that that thing is not as easy as you think? Running a podcast is not as easy as you think, Dee Mwango. You could have, I mean, you could be excelling in vlogging, in traveling vlogs, but now podcast is a whole different thing. Trust me when I tell you that, Dee Mwango. But anyway, dreams are valid and you can do everything you want to do. Believe in yourself, you can do it. But the question is, Dee Mwango, is this not trying to make Rocio feel bad or maybe feel threatened or whatever? Lucy is saying, no, JT, she lives in Marwa's house. Well, unajua Rocio hana nyumba. So speak in English. You're saying she lives in Marwa's house. You know Rocio does not have a house. No, Rocio has a house. Didn't you hear Rocio calling Marwa? Yes, my love. Rocio is getting my master class. Rocio is taking my master class very seriously. So I told Rocio, when you go to Mombasa, make sure you become clingy and romantic around Marwa. Make sure that Dee Mwango does not come closer. And now I can see them walking and Rocio is calling Marwa. Yes, my love. Anyway, back to the podcast thing. You know, one thing that really gets me wondering so much, there are some boys in the village who is called who? Who's that guy? Fadela TV. Big shout out to you, young man. That young man called Fadela is trying to start a podcast, but already Marwa has jumped on it. He wants to rebrand the podcast. He wants to name the podcast according to what he wants the podcast to run, what he wants to push in the podcast, and even told the boys to wait until he comes from the vacation so that he can come and decide what they should do in that podcast, and he should be the first guest, and he should, bro, you want to do your own podcast or you want to do Marwa's podcast? There is a podcast in Nyabohanse that is called Nyabohanse Podcast, run by Pablo Ke and Sintake _1. That is a podcast that I've been looking up to in Nyabohanse that I think can be the biggest of all the times in Nyabohanse, because that podcast is independent. That podcast is not run by someone like who detects who should come, dictate who should be hosted. You see, the other time that they hosted Mini Hawi, Marwa was so furious because Mini Hawi appeared in Nyabohanse podcast. Now, imagine someone like who? Imagine someone like this guy called Fadela start a podcast, and I'm in Nyabohanse. I want to have an episode with them. Will they actually host me? No, they cannot. So what kind of a biased thing like that? Anyway, did I see my guy Pablo? Yes, thank you, Pablo, for being here. He said, hey, she wants to start a podcast. All the best to her. I mean, yes, all the best to Dee Mwango. But now, Pablo, for real, you and I both know, we all know how expensive a podcast is. Leave alone expensive about now money. How much work a podcast really requires. This is not just a GoPro that you can switch on and tell people I'm cooking, I'm going here, and show them bikini and all that you do post. Bro, a podcast is... Anyway, no, I'm not trying to sound a little bit whatever. But now, Dee Mwango, I really think that this whole thing that she's bringing up is just a minor fight. Like, she just wanna start a fight with Rocio for no good reason. I mean, Dee Mwango, you've always tried to outshine Rocio, but this time around, this is not too personal, like really too personal. Or what do you think, Pablo? For example, there is a podcast in Nyabohanse that is called Nyabohanse Podcast, run by this my friend called Pablo Ke and Sintake _1. That is an independent podcast. If really Dee Mwango believes in podcasting, let her go do an episode with Pablo and Sintake in Nyabohanse podcast. Let her sit down, let them interview her, and she answers questions. I can think now that she has that like capacity of hosting a podcast. But if you just limited to who can come to your podcast, who can talk on your podcast, and what you can push, bro, that is not even a podcast. That is some stupid as village gossip things in the village. I mean, Dee Mwango, you're in Nairobi right now. If you believe in podcasting, come to JT Podcast. The studio is right here. Looking so cool and good. Look, Dee Mwango. The studio is right here. You believe in podcasting, come here. If we do one episode and you interact like an elite, or maybe you come here, I give you this podcast, and you become the host. You host me, okay? I see your capabilities. If you can do that, then I can give you a go. Yeah, just go ahead. But now, there is a problem here. If really Dee Mwango want to start a podcast in Marwa's villa, and Rocio is already purchasing gadgets to start a podcast in the same house, then you can expect nothing less than shambles, like real troubles, problems. I mean, seriously. Free Your Mind is saying, Dee never sit down and do research. What will she talk about? Of course, she said she's going to talk about dating. And of course, yeah, how many Muzungu have you slept with in your entire life? What is your body count? And she said, I lost the count. I can imagine what kind of nonsense she'll be. Wow. But I'm seeing where this whole thing is going. Like I can picture it out. Moja, you saying Rocio is excelling in the village as a newbie, and Mwango is crazy jealous. I can say yes, for real. She will host Matt in the podcast. Oh my God, you guys, come on. So, what was Dee Mwango and her podcast idea?
You know, where I'll be inviting guest speakers. You know, we want to talk about dating life, relationships, finances, all these.
Now, pull up and come back selector. Pull up and come back selector. Did you say that you'll be hosting what? So you'll be calling people to come and talk about dating, relationships, and all kind of nonsense. That is what she said. The question is, who are kind of people that you will be inviting to your podcast inside Marwa's room, inside Marwa's house? That there is another podcast of Rocio. So Rocio, I know you're watching me, Rocio. Now listen up. There is this girl that you're hosting in your house that Marwa gave a room called the sister, who is trying to fight you right, left, and center. Remember, Rocio, you never wanted to go to Watamu. You never. But Rocio, no, Dee Mwango, talk to Marwa, forced you to go to Watamu just to upset you. And now she's planning on something to upset you even the most. You starting a podcast project in the villa. Dee Mwango already is talking about actually even opening a different channel and inviting people to your house, Rocio. Inviting people to your house to come and talk about dating, about how many men she knocked the whole streets. It's going to be so interesting, I tell you, like for sure. This is going to be very much interesting. I kid you not. If there is any drama series that you guys can patiently wait for, this one. This one is a very good drama coming up, like a big one. Amazing. Amazing. I'm equally concerned about Nyabohanse podcast because I don't understand why that thing is not running. Like for sure. For real. I don't understand why Nyabohanse podcast is not operating up to this moment. I really thought that podcast would be the biggest in Nyabohanse. It really peaked. But I'm not sure why Pablo and Sintake are not putting so much effort on that thing. Anyway, let everyone do their thing. But because if Dee Mwango really think podcast is an easy thing, well, Pablo, tell her.
That I love content creation so much. I think I will create another channel mainly for podcasts. Like I want to have a purely podcast channel,
All right.
where I'll be inviting guest speakers. We want to talk about dating life, relationships,
All right.
finances,
Okay.
all this, So I'm thinking of having.
Did you say dating, relationship, and nonsense? That's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I thought, Dee Mwango. Dating and relationships and those kind of nonsense in the podcast. Okay. Yes. That's okay. I mean, that's okay, Dee Mwango. That's really cool. It's really cool, Dee Mwango. But question is, seriously? Meg is saying, at dating relationship, in 2025, she still thinks like an adolescent girl. Maybe she is. Didn't she say that she's in her early 20s? Maureen Wagwan, you're saying there are idiots. They thought they call Marwa name, same like Chef Matico in Spain calling Marwa name every time. Lazy boys, Nyabohanse boys. Very lazy. Teresi Yangige Wagwan, you good? Thank you for being here. The first guest will be Uncle Mo and her biggest fan. Okay, I don't want to discredit Dee Mwango, and I don't want to say that her dreams is not valid. But seriously, Dee Mwango, what is the motivation? What is the motive of this? For sure. She to eat podcast. Rodan, please. What about the Polish guy who brought her ticket? Which ticket? to go to Tanzania? Ah, how she has a good part of grass to show her visitors on Jamaican uncle. Or maybe she shaved. Oh my! I mean, she mowed. How do they call mowing grass? Or she shaved. Do you shave grass, or do you mow the grass? Whatever, man. Her grass may be in green. If you've been watching this series, when Marwa took Nema to go and show her the grass on Jamaican uncle's land. So if you know, you know. Nema, do you want to see the grass? Do you want to see the grass? Hey, beautiful. You want to see the grass? Stag, you saying Dee is trying to resurrect her dead and boring channel by opening a different channel and opening a podcast in Rocio's house. No, that is dead on arrival. Like, dead on arrival. Listen to this madness, though.
That podcast, I've been thinking about it for the longest time. And maybe he could be, part of that, whereby we'll be sharing these experiences and all that. It will be mainly live streams most of the time.
Oh, here we go again. So it's mainly live streams. JT Podcast to the world. JT Podcast, clap for yourself, man. So yes, JT Podcast is always streaming. That is a live stream, and that is a podcast, and it's exhaling. And Dee Mwango, you'll sit down and say, get off your corners. So you want to have a corner too that you want to be streaming from on a podcast, on a live stream. That's cool. Welcome to this corner, man. And now, a live stream that you guys will be talking about dating and all those kind of nonsense inside Rocio's house. So Dee Mwango has been watching JT and they'll be like, oh, so JT has a podcast and mainly is a streamer. He streams. And what do? I start a podcast and mainly for streaming, and I call in my my guest. I don't know who are they, Uncle Mo, and who else? Hello Pengo, hello baby. Guys, suggest which guest do you suggest to come to this to this Dee Mwango's podcast? What kind of the guest that you suggest that Dee Mwango can invite to the podcast? Uncle Mo, hello baby. No big comment, thank you. You're saying invite TTG and Jamaican Uncle D. TTG in it. Hey, Grandpa, there is a podcast that is supposed to be opened by Dee Mwango and another one with Rocio. So you have a platform. Come to the villa. Dee Mwango can host you for free, and you can clear the air. Okay? Yes, TTG, you come. Relationship, that is a joke. First, she has to pull a younger audience. So Dee Mwango, who's currently in her 59th relationship. But anyway, she said she want to talk about her experience in relationships. Okay, so that makes sense. So if you want to bring people that you can talk about how many men you've dated in your whole life or whatever, that's okay. I mean, why not? Imagine calling that your guest are coming to discuss nonsense even before it begins. That's what she said. A podcast, D? No, thanks. Ain't true. Please give her a chance. Okay? Just give her a chance, Evelyn Wagwan. Is she Evelyn? Let me hope so. Joyce, Evelyn Joyce. Okay. How are you? You good? African Tigress is way better than her. But do you really know what Dee Mwango is doing? Dee Mwango is trying to compete all these kind of successful ladies who in the street. Do you know that Miss Trudy has a podcast? Miss Trudy has a podcast that they were doing with another lady. Actually, a very good podcast. They have some good topic they discuss there. It's a good one. Um, Speaking about African Tigress, I've seen her again in some podcasts. I don't know if she has one, but I've been seeing her African Tigress Talks or African Tigress, whatever. She has a different channel speaking about a different thing, like a podcast thing. And now Rocio has launched a thing, like a podcast. And there's some guys in the village called, this guy called, uh, who's this boy? I was talking about him in a minute, like right now. Fadela TV. Fadela TV want to start a podcast. Marwa already hijacked it. There's a Nyabo Hanse podcast. So all these things that Dee Mwango is trying to do is just kind of the same, you know? Barbara is saying, some relationship advisor. She's being so successful at her several short-lived relationship. Oh, guess why? She said she's going to start she's going to discuss and talk about her experiences in relationships. That's what I thought. Now I can imagine what kind of topics they were saying. I mean, how the conversation will be flowing. So, hey guys, my name is Dee Mwango. I've been to 70 countries, and my guest here is Madam XYZ. And you know what? So, Madam XYZ, how many men have you dated your entire life? She say, approximately 92, 40 Japanese, Asians. And you, Dee Mwango, man, I'm experienced. So what is it like? I can't even. Iman, Wagwan. Yes, I'm the teacher. I'm the teacher here. But anyway, Dee Mwango, you can at least give me some credit, you know? Does Dee read books? I can't even tell that. Anyway, let's hear what Dee Mwango was saying this.
You know, so I'm still thinking about that. So you guys will let me know, good idea or bad idea. Should I just let him stay away from, but he's part of me, you know, and sometimes it's a little
Okay, there's another part here. Guys, smash the like button for me, please. Okay, please smash that like button for me.
because content creation is a thing as well. It's something that I love so much. So the podcast, I'm truly having it in mind. It will be mainly, you know, live streams, inviting people like guests, people who want to talk, people who want to guide people, advices.
So, Dee Mwango, just say you just want to start a live show, like a live chat. It's like a live chat. So it's like a virtual thing. You invite people to your show, like they come and teach people about what? What is that? I don't understand. Like, what is this podcast thing? Because I didn't get it. Maybe you may need to repeat.
Because content creation is a thing as well. It's something that I love so much. So the podcast, I'm truly having it in mind. It will be mainly, you know, live streams, inviting people like guests, people who want to talk, people who want to guide people, advices.
So people who are looking for advices, they should be coming to your channel to listen to advices. Bro, in this 2025, anyway, let me not discredit you. I mean, just say, let it start, okay? Bring it. You just start that thing, Dee Mwango, okay? Start that thing, bring it on. Let's see how it goes, because who knows? You might blow up. You might blow up. So a podcast that you're doing on a live stream. So it's like you going live on your channel and you share a link, people to come in, just like you do that live chat, go live with me. That is what you call a podcast, Dee Mwango, for real. If that is what you're trying to do, then Rocio is already ahead of the game, because now she's want to start a different thing, Like whatever she want to do, I can say Rocio is, maybe I can say she's 80% on it. Like if you ask me to choose between Dee Mwango's idea and Rocio's idea, I'll choose Rocio's idea big time. And it's not like I like her, but at least her idea is making sense. She has purchased some real podcast equipment and she want to start that thing, and is including music too in it. So she want to launch a studio. In that studio, she can do podcasting, she can be doing music and all kind of things. But now if Dee Mwango want to compete with Rocio by doing a live chat with the people, sharing a link on the channel or on the chat so that people can join from wherever and advise people. Oh man. I don't know. I'm still waiting to see who will be coming to your live chat, to your live stream to come and watch you and your people advising people and talking about your experience with men. I mean, the relationship and whatever. I'll be there to see. Kenyan Katmami say, in her podcast, she'll confuse her listeners saying that New York is the capital city of America. Oh my God. Yeah, crazy. Yeah, crazy. Like, for real. Most of our subscribers are married, older, retired, seniors, widowed, divorcees, etc. Anyway, you know what, EBB? For me, when I go through my stats, I see that really 90% of my audience or my viewers are aged from 50 years plus. Okay, most of you guys who are watching me averaged from 45 years plus onwards to 70 or 65 plus. So if I have to start a podcast, I have to bring something that you guys can relate. If about entertainment, if about something that you guys can relate. So imagine me bringing here some small guys talking about relationship, how many men they slept with. I mean, okay, it's fine. It's fine for Dee Mwango because she's in her 20s, she's young. But anyway, I know that Dee Mwango, for real, that idea is not just like she want to do it because she want to do it, like it's a passion, she has a dream. She's just doing that because Rocio already started a podcast and she's building a studio in the house. And that is after JT Podcast launched the podcast. But anyway, I'm here as their plug. I'll be teaching them and guiding them on how to start a podcast. Thanks to me. All those Nyabohansi boys who are starting podcasts, Fadela TV, you can ask me anything, my guy. I can guide you. You know me, I'm not like Marwa. I'm not going to tell you, I have to run it. No. If you're looking for a video to guide you how to start a podcast, I have it. All my videos there, just go there, search how I build my podcast. You can see everything from unboxing the gears, how to set up these microphones, type of mixer you need, the microphone, the lightings, everything. I have it. So Rocio announced that thing that she's building her thing, her podcast, and she bought her gears before going for a vacation. And now, yesterday, Dee Mwango goes live and say her main goal right now is to start a podcast, to be talking about all kind of nonsense. I was like, oh my, this is just a direct attack, trying to provoke Rocio to see how Rocio will react to that, or maybe just well, yes, we are more 50. Oh, more 50, yes, yeah, that one I agree. I always see my statistics and my analytics. I see that most of you guys who are watching me are not minors and are not teenagers. And most of you are not youths, so I cannot really push a content that is meant for the youngsters like those. No. If I have to push a content, it's a content that you guys can relate, because it will be nonsensical if I start bringing a teenager content for you guys who are aged 50s plus. So if I have to bring something, it's something that you guys can relate. You know, something crazier like this, like Marwa taking Dee Mwango to Watamu. Marwa taking Rocio to Watamu, where Dee Mwango decided. And now Rocio want to go to Diani. So that thing you guys can relate. But now anyway, whatever, Rocio. Um, don't make Mwango spend all her money on podcast equipment tomorrow just to show Roro she's better. I guess that is what she want to do. I mean, she has already announced that. So no, the next step is to just put all the money she has to purchase more good equipment than Rocio's, and now to prove her that she can start something bigger than Rocio's, and now bringing in those guests of hers to talk about their things, their nonsense, like she said. But anyway, this week I'll be dropping another like 2-3 episodes. So you guys stand by, okay? Dee Mwango. JT Podcast will be dropping some episodes from tomorrow. And don't you forget, reaction is right here to stay. It's not going nowhere. When you see me on a live stream, just know this is a reaction. But when you see me premiering a video, just know that is an episode from the podcast. So you guys can press that notification bell right now, okay? Press that notification bell, put for all, so that when this week I start dropping episodes, you can be notified, okay? So, Rocio, you have a competitor, and this one is coming with a bad hit.
You lose some quality in the sound when with that format, so that's why I don't really love it, but I will use it for sure. I will use it because I have it.
This time,
Okay. So, Dee Mwango, what did you say?
Kinda, something like that, you know. No one can ever bring you down.
No.
Because content creation is a thing as well.
And by the way, before I go back to Watamu drama, there is something that Dee Mwango talked about. I don't know if you guys remember. Dee copies everyone from thumbnails to podcast. She has no original talent. That is a new name I'm saying. I know O, I know Joe O. Now there is AO. Now doing Rose Wagwan, JT Podcast Masterclass. Yes, I'm here that their teacher, giving them the masterclass. D is trying to jump on every bandwagon. 100% of your viewers are extremely smarter and older and wiser to evaluate properly. No doubt. D keeps saying, I live my life, but she never lives equally as she says. For Ray Entertainment, like, should I give her a whip? Why am I not even giving Dee Mwango a whip, by the way? Yes. Another one, by the way. She deserves it. We are over 50s. That is why we love the whip. Get another one for you. JT, can you drop a video on cost of etc of your equipment? Yes, I'll be dropping that probably after a week or something, because I have to do now another studio tour and now give you a breakdown. I was giving you a breakdown of how I was building this studio. That's where OT was sitting. OT was sitting here and I was sitting there. I was sitting here. On Trending was sitting there, and yes, our microphones are still there. You can see my microphone is there. The one OT was using there, there's a laptop there, and there are some decors there, some good lighting over there. So, yes, that is the studio part. And this one that I'm streaming here, this is a streaming part. So for my shenanigans and for my reactions, this part. I wish I could turn the camera so that you see this. But that one is the podcast studio. This one is a streaming studio, and as well as my trading desk and my production desk, all right? But it's okay. I'll do that. Miguel is saying, you lose quality in the sound when you speak Rorasi. Oh, I'm not going to say that again. I don't want to say Rocio again, okay? Get the whips. Yes, you received that. Nice setup, JT. Appreciate that. Anyway, speaking about, let's finish with Rocio's, Dee Mwango's, whatever. Moji, what about the babies? What about the babies? I think for me here, I'm talking about Rocio and Dee Mwango and Marwa. Where are babies coming from? I haven't been following those the chats, but I hope you guys keep it respectful. All right? Yeah, I hope you guys keep it respectful in there. Yes. Donate those likes. There's something that Dee Mwango talked about that I want to touch on it before we go to Watamu. Before I take you to Watamu. Dee Mwango was responding to the caster GoFundMe thing. Did she talk about the GoFundMe after it went down? Until yesterday, she came to say that the GoFundMe that was unsuccessful is because of the haters, the reactors. I don't know who haters are, basically reactors. And so there was someone who offered to like pay the whole bill and all that. So let me bring it here. Can't wait for you to have another guest. Guys, I can promise you, okay? I can really promise you, Lorraine, that there is some good episode coming, and you guys cannot wait for that. You just ring the notification. If you haven't subscribed, just subscribe right now, because the episodes that are coming, they're hot, they're fire. And I can promise you it's pure entertainment and insightful episodes. And I can do like Dee Mwango coming here and tell you, But anyway, let me not count my chicks before they hatch. I mean, before you see the episode, you just wait, okay? It's going to be nice. I can promise you that it's going to be a nice one. And hey, Dee Mwango and Rocio, I'm your teacher. Don't forget that, okay? Just watch me keenly and I'll show you, I'll take you through the whole podcasting process, okay? So if you want to do that, I'm your teacher. Follow me keenly. Follow me keenly. The next guest will be Coco Mama. Yeah, just hold on. Just hold on. Who knows? Could be Dee Mwango herself. What if tomorrow you see Dee Mwango sitting there and JT sitting there, and now you're giving it. So don't worry, anyone can be here. So my podcast is not limited to who can come here. Even Marwa can be hosted here. So Asante JT, happy Sunday. Oh my God, I feel she's copying me again. I just see her with my same platinum press style that I am rocking right now. You know who I'm talking about, right? It's just crazy, I swear. Oh, like platinum, whatever. The braids. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Yes, guys, subscribe kindly. Moje, thank you. Wifey. Deepon will be reaction to reactors. Oh, Deepod. Oh, you. You guys have already given Dee Mwango's podcast a name. Deepod. Hey. Deepot. Call it Deepot or Deepod. Dee Mwango's podcast. Hey, I can't wait for that. Deepod. Faithful to Yeshua. I am sure we can bet on this. She might end up calling that podcast Deepod. We can bet on this. Deepod. Yeah, guys. Welcome to Deepod. Deepod. Afra is saying it will be epic inviting BBTV. All of them, they will. Trust you me. Call BBTV, Coco Mama, Edutainment, Director Kevo, or Oti has already been here. She can come for another one. Caro is coming. Hey, can't wait for Caro. She's on the way. Nairobi teacher will be here. I mean, all of these, my guys, my reactors, they'll be here. Forget about reactors. There are other guests that you can expect to see on JT Podcast. This place will be packed with some good and I can say like fine people, all right? So you can expect good one. Say hello to me now. Hi, Lioness. Hi. You good? I've said hello to you. You all right? Shake my hand. Oh, Gota. Kulatano. Yeah, welcome. I've said hello to you. Invite Andrew Kibe. Kung Fu Fanta. He on the way. I swear, he on the way. And you can wait in like how many episodes? Like a few episodes that after dropping a few episodes, you'll see the Kibe's one. Do you know that these whips were inspired by Andrew Kibe? And he told me like, yes, all this like this microphone, this Rode Pod mic and the mixer and everything, like the whole setup, it was Andrew Kibe's inspiration. So you know that he'll be here, my guy. Just don't worry. You can see him here. Yes, trust you me. All of these people, you know, the only problem is if I invite Marwa, he may say, I'm not going there. But if he wants to come, if Marwa wants to be hosted by JT Podcast, I can have him on board. Like Marwa, Dee Mwango, all of these people. Just that they just want, JT, we cannot, whatever. If they just want to come, good. You happy? I'm happy that you're happy. All definitely come, JT Podcast. Yes, my guy, you're welcome. Actually, you should be coming. I'll reach you out. I'll hit you up. Okay? Just take my contact information. I'll hit you up. That will be epic. I can't wait to host all my OGs in these streets, like all these reactors we've been pushing the reaction together. It was a good feeling to have someone like on trending on my podcast, all these reactors. I mean, you all know that we are one, okay? So you can expect me to have an episode with each and every reactor that you all know. Yes, so it's not like Dee Mwango is telling you that, I'll be having people to talk about our relationship and the nonsense. I demand Ngobi Omaru. Who that? Anyone, all of them. Invite the Conda. Oh my God, hell no. Get another whip. But anyway, if Conda, no, he can scare me. Conmam, yes. Conmam, yes. Invite Ivan. That one, yes. Ivan is highly well. He can come and open a can of worms again. Hey, you cannot wait for that. You should invite Bushman Dude as well. Guys, come on. Invite me, JT. You're welcome, Sarah. By the way, let me put this out there, okay? If you guys are watching me, you've been my viewers, and maybe you are abroad. When you travel to Kenya and you just want to have an episode with me, come to JT Podcast. I'm in Nairobi, Kenya. When you land to Nairobi, holla, okay? Reach me out. I can put you in my podcast. We can have a nice episode, some real good episodes. So it doesn't matter whether you are a YouTuber or maybe a viewer. You can come here. We can have a chat, a real good chat. So yes, when you land to Kenya, welcome to JT Podcast. Yes, invite Gintu. My guy Gintu is highly invited. All of those guys, like all of them, trust you me. And by the way, you'll be shocked to see some people that you never thought they would be here. If tomorrow you wake up and you see me having an episode with Dee Mwango, will you be surprised? Marwa's real father, that one is on my bucket list. I can tell you for a fact. Marwa's father is on my bucket list. And I don't know how I'll make it because I just want to have those two people in the podcast. Like I want to have Marwa and his father on my podcast. That is my bucket list. Before I end up my podcast, I must have Marwa and that dad of him, so that we can sit down. I have some question to both of them because looks like they fear to go meet each other on their channels. But if I bring Kohera here and I bring Marwa there and I'm there, and now we can have a very good conversation. Trust me. We can have a very, very good conversation. A very good one. Anyway, before Tayo Aina, of course, Tayo will be here. I'm 64, 64. Rashford. I'm 64, so please add me to that age cohort. You are my guy. Appreciate that. JT security and safety should be a key factor. I'm highly secured right now. Like, trust you me. There's a bouncer standing here while I'm... I want to come to Kenya. That is Said Abdullah say, I want to come to Kenya. I have a dream of meeting you guys, especially AM Karo. You can come. You're highly welcome. You come, right? We be here. Greeting Oti. I'm JT. Hey. Auma. Iber. Donjeur. Auma. My name is JT, but you can, Oti is on a reactor too, so yes. Keep your suggestions coming, guys. Who do you want to see next in the podcast? Because yes, this is one thing I'm doing for you guys. So your suggestions are highly required, okay? Who do you want to see here? If you want to see Dee Mwango, just let me know. I can make arrangements. If you want to see Dee Mwango on the chat, on the podcast, I can make arrangements. She can come. Afro Native Forager, you're saying you're giving some flowers and a good super chat over there. Thank you so much. Yeah, God bless you so much. Appreciate that. Yeah, Kohera naye atakuwa fire si fire. Ninaoma si noma. Fire si... Thank you, Alisa. Yeah, I fixed my audio. Today I'm good. Like, I'm fine. Neotrends, it's highly invited. You see all of these people. Brenda Irumbi and Seveline, all of them, guys. I'll be taking your suggestion. Please make sure after the live show, you drop your comments there in the comment section with the suggestion of who you want to see next in JT Podcast. Because, oh yes, apart from reactions, we need to have other constructive talks, okay? Yes, I will always, as I said, I will always be here with the reactions on these live streams. But apart from reactions, I build a podcast studio that I'll be having chats and talks with people. So as this thing is moving, we can expect to have more visitors and more guests to talk about this and that. So you can keep the suggestion coming on the comment section after the live show. Please drop the comments there. Let me know who you think or who you suggest should be on JT Podcast on the next episode. Because of course, this week I'll be dropping an episode, so stand by. I'll be putting that episode like it will be here 3 days before it premieres, so you'll have enough time to read the notification and all those kind of things. So yes, all that, all right? Invite all of them one by one, no doubt. Like, absolutely, I'll do that. Wodemaya, of course, on my bucket list. Everyone, Black Beauty TV, Coco Mama, all of them. Not forgetting Ankomo. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Atita, Atoti, Atito. Oh. I wish the podcast could be live so we can ask them questions. That's a good suggestion, by the way. I can as well go live on the podcast so that we can have that one-on-one interactions. But it all depends with the time that we have to record. Because sometimes, for example, I'm in my Kenyan time, East African time. So if this guest comes here very early in the morning, or maybe let's say midday, on your time, it will be or inconvenient or maybe not suitable time. So that's why I prefer recorded video, so that I post when all of you are active, okay? And that will be some good one. But again, we can have these live sessions if I have someone that we can do that live session. But sometimes if I have a guest, for example, we are filming on a Sunday very early in the morning that most of you maybe are in church and all that, it will be inconvenient. But trust me, I'll see how to balance it. For example, I can have a recorded video with someone and we go live to just let you know that we'll be dropping a video. So yes, that's a good suggestion. Thank you, Elise. I'll see. Yeah, Kung Fu, you're telling me the Pluto show? Yes, the Pluto, I can invite him. Actually, right here, there are a lot of them here. I can bring them up. ABB say Coco Mama is the bomb. I like that lady. I like her too. Like, she's a vibe. True. Don't invite Uncle Mo. Fellow the boy and his wife with NASTO and Flair, if they only agree to come on the podcast. You see, the problem is these people have conditioned themselves that if you're not Team Marwa, then we cannot show up on your podcast. If you're not Marwas, this thing of Marwas is the only problem here. But if someone like Flay and NASTO can just have an episode with me, it is what it is. Can be a good one, trust you me. This ex-boyfriend Philippines. Are you in Georgia? No, I'm not in Georgia. I'm not in Georgia, but just closer to there, right? Closer to there. I'm in somewhere called Tattoo City. Yes. So you know where that is, Tattoo. And by the way, if you're watching this and maybe you are around here and you know someone who want to do a podcast and they need a studio to rent, I have a studio here. They can come. I rent them a studio, I film them, and give them a video to upload. So yes, I do commercial shoots. So I have a studio to rent as well as using it for me. So yes, I know you will invite me, but I will not come. But I will watch. I won't invite you. And even if you come, I will not give you a chair. Just kidding. Thank you, though. Fabulous tech. Okay. Let me say teach. Fabulous teach. Thank you for that super slap. Oh, super sticker. Appreciate that. Like, let me just give you a clap. Yeah, appreciate that. Big time. Delines, I'm your neighbor. Oh yes, I'm in Tattoo City, by the way. If you wanna rent a studio, Tattoo City, I'm here. And if you're in Kenya, you just wanna have a chat with me, welcome. You wanna rent a studio, right here. Okay? Yes. Invite a madfish. Oh, who's that? Do get sponsors, JT, because if you get big names, that is good money. Yeah, I'm working on that. And if you know any other company that can work with JT, like sponsors, yes, of course. I'm elevating. Right now, I'm talking about levels, big levels, like Dee Mwango. Everyone is working on something, so dreams are valid, man. Once more, thank you so much, Fabulous, for that super slap. I appreciate that big time, Like, I appreciate that. Big time. Okay. An idea, JT. If you know ahead of time, we can give you questions we need answers to. You can select from the ones submitted. Okay, so this is what I'll do. This is one thing I'll do. I'll be telling you who will be on the show the next, okay? After the episode is dropped, I'll tell you who's coming next on the show so that you guys can tell me what you expect us to give you so that I can write it down. And when I'm in the show, I'll have something like a small notes like this. So I'll be checking out and say, So a subscriber was asking to know, Dee Mwango, like, how many boyfriends have you dated in your whole life? Now she will answer that. And I'll ask her again. So Dee Mwango, tell me about the Polish boyfriend. Yes, those kind of things, Yeah, it's a good idea. Because I may not do the live chat, the live show, but having that, letting you know who will be expected to be on the show prior, it's a good one. Your studio lighting is late. I appreciate that, man. I had to invest in this, like, I had to do it. So appreciate that. And you can see some practical lights there and whatever. It's a vibe. It's a vibe, trust you me. So, okay. All right. By the way, I forgot that I was reacting. But anyway, it's cool that we catch up. This is more, it's good. It's better than even reaction. It's good that I know what my audience want to hear. It's good that I catch up with you so that I know what is expected of my audience. Just making an episode without really knowing what you guys will want to see. I have a tough question for Caro. You'll shoot it, okay? Should be on the show very soon, pretty soon. So yes. The black background is perfect. Yes, it's chilled. It makes you pop up. You see that background is dark and it's absorbing light, so it makes the subject to pop up. For example, right now, I am the one who's standing out more than the background, and it lets any other object to stand out. So you can see how beautiful that thing is, right? Look at that. It's so beautiful, So beautiful. There is another one over there. It makes me admire my own studio. Anyway, it's fine. It's fine that I chat with you and I get to know what's your interest, and that is what actually will make a successful podcast, because I'll be pushing content to you. If I bring a guest, for example, if I bring Caro, I want to know what you guys want us to talk about. I want to know what kind of question you've been really looking out to ask about JT and Caro in this reaction sector and all those kind of things. So yes, I would highly want to know those kind of guys. I'll be letting you know who will be up next. Diana Kemi, of course. Trust you me, guys. I can invite all of these people that you all know. For example, the Marwas, the Diana Kemi, Dee Mwango, Rocio, all of them. But now it all depends with someone. If they want to come, they will. Some of them will say, no, hell no, I cannot associate myself with JT, those kind of things. But if someone is free enough, for example, Pablo can come. So those kind of things. Sarah is saying, is your studio for podcasting? I'm a peer photo shoot. No, photos, I don't think so. It's only videos, okay? This is just a video studio. Yes. But anyway, if you have a photographer, can take you a very good picture, he's here. I have some they are called what? Dropbacks or whatever, that you can put a virtual background very nicely. But anyway, right now it's a studio thing. I love it, JT. Most of my classes I teach are during the day. So good, I usually watch at night or weekends. Yeah, that's why I prefer to do a recorded video, because a recorded video, you can watch it anytime and I can premiere on the convenient time that most of you are active. For example, from this moment, like it's, for example, right now it's 7:15 p.m. East African time. So if I premiere 7 or 8 or those kind of times that you guys are active, it's good for you to catch up with me. It's easy, right? Really easy for you to catch up with me. No, JT, don't tell us, it will be a surprise. Another good idea, though. A really good idea. Anyway, guys, we'll figure it out, okay? We just figure it out. Just like Dee Mwango is promising you a podcast. And speaking about a podcast with Dee Mwango, I'll be inviting Jam Tours to come and tell us the case of Dee Mwango and Jam Tours. How did it go? Dee Mwango. Okay, if actually they will agree, I'll bring Jam Tours here and I'll bring Dee Mwango here on the same podcast so that we can talk about these kind of things. I really want to have this kind of conversation, but I'm afraid Dee Mwango does not have that capacity to do it. If she really can have that, then it will be a good chat. Just like I want to have an episode with Marwa and Mr. Kohera, so that we finish this story for once and for all. If they want to greet each other and unite, yes, we do it for once and for all. If they don't want to do it, so at least we know that these people are not really related. You know, I just want to know, like, if Marwa and that Mr. Kohera can come together here on this podcast and talk things out, we square things out, be good. Dee Mwango and jump to us. Anyway, you guys, let's see how it goes. Alisa, you're saying that donation you posted for the boy, they will be in the small town in Juja. It's called Juja, not Juju, or Juri, or something like that, before Nairobi. It would be nice to have the parents sit and talk with you too. Of course, yes. I had talked to the parents too, and I promised to push that, to post that before having an interview with them. But it would be good if actually they come and talk, have a chat with me, with you guys, and I can make that a live stream. That one I can make a live stream because they need to talk to you straight, to audience straight. So I can have a live chat with them sitting on the podcast. We go live so that they can talk to audience and they know. And because people were asking me, you posted that kind of link and what about it? So at least they can know, yeah? AO is saying, an idea, ask each guest to ask the next guest their question at the end of episode. I saw this on Diary of a CEO. Oh, I'm going to take down this. I'll be rewatching this video of mine and taking down these notes. That's why I'm highlighting your comments, your ideas, so that I can check it out. Yes, JT, jump to us on some screen would be very nice to look at. Point noted. What is the lady name who started the whole expose between NASTO and D? That is Minhawi. Yeah, Minhawi. She changed her name. I don't know how she call her. African Village Flavors kind of thing. Yeah, Minhawi can be a good guest too. JT, when I was doing some of my interviews, many of my questions were observing chat room questions on many channels about a certain person or subjects. You will be surprised by how many good questions. Yeah. For example, if Miss Trudy has been to a podcast, I can go there and see what kind of question they were shooting to her, or maybe what kind of interest do people have to know about this person. And we'll figure it out, okay? And again, guys, I'm just starting, okay? So a few adjustments here and there would be nice. And you guys, through your support and through your suggestion and all that, this thing will be massive. I can promise you that it will be massive. So just stay tuned. Just subscribe, stay tuned. It will be nice. Alafu sasa naweza serve how guests my drinks. Yes, unaweza wa serve. Utakuja na drinks zako though. Sorry guys, I was speaking Chinese. LC is saying she can serve the guest with some drinks, and I say yes, if she comes with the drinks. I don't understand jump towards one talk. Oh, you'll see that. Kohera will surely come if invited. I will, trust me. JT invite, yeah man. Can he really come? Anyway, this comment. There is this comment about the donation, the GoFundMe I posted. Speaking about that, there is something that Dee Mwango talked about before we go to finish the show. There is this thing that Dee Mwango talked about Caster and the GoFundMe. I think it's good if we talk about it a little bit. Okay? A little bit. Because, yes, I posted the same, similar kind of thing. So, yes, let's... Oh, whatever. Let me put it on the screen. Okay. So there was something here that Dee Mwango said about the GoFundMe. The guys, please get the likes up. Kindly, I'm begging you all. I'm really begging you all. I'm on my knees. I'm on my knees, guys. So Dee Mwango talked about the GoFundMe that they organized the other time for Caster. And now she was blaming haters. Oh, haters.
I think you guys know previously, I have a friend who has not been well, and I was doing a fundraising for her. And we had even opened a GoFundMe.
That is Caster. So when I saw this comment from Alisa, it reminds me that the GoFundMe link that I posted on my channel, and I asked you guys to support that low boy that I posted there. And so some other people, they're coming from Marwa's camp and Dee Mwango, they were like, oh, when Dee Mwango was talking about the GoFundMe and whatever, so now you are posting another one. I say yes, because mine, I can tell you, I can verify it, okay? I can verify it. I can say it's not a sham, it's not a scam like whatever you guys were pushing. So Dee Mwango is here again with the Caster's GoFundMe and now saying, oh, the haters spoil it, and now someone came from nowhere and paid 5 times. Okay.
For her. But the so-called haters, guys, as much as we have very many good people, God exists and the devil exists. That's one thing I know. So the devil was so much unhappy, the fact that I wanted to help a friend, that was so much in need. And the
So if if Dee Mwango, this is the problem I have sometimes with Dee. Like, for example, if I post a GoFundMe link to help someone, and there is another person, maybe Marwa, is pushing the same thing. What is the problem if someone from Marwa's camp will come and help that person, and another person from this other side of JT Podcast will come and help? The goal is to help this person. It doesn't matter who is, who, from where. No. The thing is, if Caster needed help and reactors were on the front line trying to help this person, where was the problem? But now for her to come and say, the haters made sure that thing collapsed. I'm like, haters, D? Haters?
the GoFundMe ended up to be blocked, because they were reporting the page over and over again. I felt so frustrated. I felt like, God, why? God.
No, Dee Mwango, just be honest. The GoFundMe was not blocked. The GoFundMe was still up and running. But the problem is they could not provide the receipts from the hospital. And so GoFundMe could not release the money. And when the aunt came on Marwa's live stream, we were all here, we were watching. So don't make it look like we are fools. So when the auntie came on Marwa's live stream, she said they don't need no help from them. You say, we don't need your help. That is what the auntie said. And from there, you were left with no choice but to refer the money to anyone who donated. And that is what happened. But Dee Mwango, don't blame haters or whatever, who haters, imaginary haters, that they made the GoFundMe to be blocked. Blocked by who? GoFundMe was still up and running until you guys could not provide the papers because the auntie, the family, they distanced themselves from the aid and say, no, we don't do this, we don't need it. And so Jamaican uncle had to refund the money to their donors. That's what happened. So Dee Mwango was here blaming reactors and haters. I was saying, I don't know, haters, which haters, and say that GoFundMe. So when I saw this comment from Alisa, I was like, yes, sometimes they just make this thing for themselves. For example, if I'm pushing something here and they push it too, and someone else too, what is the problem? The end goal is to help this person. So if Caster gets my 1 cent and you, another one from Dee Mwango, another one from Marwa, what's the problem? But now, sorry.
You truly know what I'm after. You know my intentions deep in my heart. Why are you allowing this to happen? And guess what? The GoFundMe money was refunded to everybody, And I felt so bad. I was so devastated. And I was like, God, I think you have reasons for everything. And guess what? One of you guys, Team D, reached out and was like, I know Dee has been doing this because she has so much love for you. And I know her heart is so broken. The fact.
Okay, so the thing is, Dee Mwango was saying that someone came from nowhere and decided to come and pay the whole money.
This person paid 5 times more than what I had raised. So when I thought that all was lost, when I thought, oh God, everything is lost, I feel so bad, I feel so embarrassed. I've been talking, I've been doing these live streams non-stop with no sleep, all this to go to waste. Somebody came and paid 5 times for the bill. Quick, and it's a fan from Bahamas,
All right. That's something. Sometimes I fail to understand Dee Mwango because there is some good news that should not be twisted around haters things, like these imaginary haters. If a good person just decided to come and pay the hospital bills without even demanding papers or whatever, that's cool. But the problem is GoFundMe is just a transparent platform that it needs you to verify the legitimacy of the fund that you're raising. So if I come and I push and say, hey, you guys, help this young boy because he's needy, and now I cannot prove that really this is a legit thing, then they won't allow that money to come out. But now, Dee Mwango, they were told, provide papers. And now Auntie came and Auntie said, we don't need your help. So how was that the haters, the so-called haters? I don't know who are those haters. How was those haters part of it? Because even the auntie came on Marwa's live stream and say, we don't need it. We're not interested. So if that GoFundMe was shut down, it's because you guys could not prove that this thing is legit. And now when I see some people from Dee Mwango's come and say, oh, JT, so when Caster's GoFundMe was here, you guys never spoke nice about it, but you are pushing a GoFundMe here. Yes, I was pushing a GoFundMe on my channel because this young man, not a young man, like actually a young boy who's actually special, needed some help. And I can say that I personally know that person or know that family. And one of these fine days, I'm going to bring them to the podcast so they can talk to you guys. But now, Dee Mwango blaming haters that because of these haters, the GoFundMe failed. It's the bulk. I think that is crazy. That's some, I don't know how even to say it. If that thing was legit, then they had raised a lot of money. They could have withdrawn the money. But now, proving with the papers. Jamaican uncle was saying, the GoFundMe are on my neck. They're asking for hospital papers so that they can release the money. They never provided. The auntie came and said, we don't need your help. So what did you have to do? Refund the money. Actually, it's not you. The GoFundMe terminated the whole process and started refunding money to the donors. That's how it happened. So haters, how did haters have, crazy. Anyway, I had to touch on it. Before I go to Watamu, Watamu. Anyway, guys, let me make this real quick before we bounce. So we are in Watamu. Watamu it is. Where are we at, Marwa? Where are we at? Just a second. Let me skip this commercial. Whatever. In a bit. Guys, smash that like button for me. Kindly. Okay, smash that like button for me. I would highly appreciate if you do that.
Wow. Hey, fantastic. I think even to eat should be here. See, guys. What a beautiful, beautiful cozy stay.
Where are you guys at?
The Mombasa vacation. Not Mombasa, we are in a place called Diani. Let me not confuse the two. No, oh my God. Where is my mind? It's Watamu. This is...
So Watamu is actually where Dee Mwango told Marwa. Watamu, I've been there, Marwa. Watamu is a good place. Take Rocio there. I know Rocio really wanted to go to Diani. That's one thing. And she wanted to do a solo travel, a solo trip to Diani. and to go and have a good place, like a good time with herself. And now because Marwa and Dee Mwango started to mess her up, we are in Watamu or Mombasa or Diani, whatever. Where is this place?
The Mombasa vacation. Not Mombasa, we are in a place called Diani. Let me not
That is not
confuse the
Diani.
two. No, oh my God, where is my mind? It's Watamu. This is Watamu. Guys, I'm repeating. This is Watamu.
Okay. This is Watamu. Okay. It's Watamu. And Rocio and her racist character could not stop to irritate me. By the way, I have a really big problem with Rocio sometimes. Because now she was having some time here in Watamu and all that. But she will not stop throwing shades at Africans and say she's never seen. Rocio had never seen. Rocio have never seen a cigar ball or whatever what they call that cigar thing. She never seen it in Africa. You know, Rocio, sometimes she got me angry. Like, Rocio gets me angry most of the time, but I don't know what to tell Rocio. But this is bad. She always tried to throw shades at Africans, and she's still here in Africa. So I was asking myself, Rocio, for real, you never seen this in Africa? Which Africa are you talking about? Alisa, you're saying, what is even more sad is that the positive Marwa side won't donate to the child. That is very sad. It shows their true colors. That's what's up. What is happening? Praises Ivory, yep, agreed. Wives unite and defend JT. Wives? Okay. What is that? Let me see. That is which hater that tries to even control you, calling your name all the time. Anyway, new light. Hoda. Okay, you guys, I'm in dark. I'm trying to do my reaction. I have no idea who's trying to call my name every time. Anyway, bring your mind back here. Listen to Rocio and her racist thing saying that, hey. But why is Rocio always like this, though? Why does she hate Africans so much?
That you want to consume. We are having some juices. This, I've never seen it in Africa. This only speech of how many Europeans and expats, foreigners come to this bar. What are you?
No, Rocio, that's a little bit too disrespectful. That is a little bit too disrespectful because I don't think that is right. Like Rocio is right now, she's currently in Mombasa, in Africa, in Watamu, Kenya. There is something that is right there that she went and found there. And she's saying she's never seen that in Africa. So where is she at? For real, Rocio, I mean, yes, I know you hate Africa. I know you hate Africans. But for real, what kind of nonsense is that? Rocio really upsets me sometimes, but I've never seen this kind of cigar ball in Africa. This is 100% speaks like this is some experienced Japanese or whoever that came here that are using it. Hey, Rocio, seriously. Is that how much you hate Africans? Is that how much you hate us? But you still want to have Marwa as an African? No, hold on. I wanted to give you a very good whip. Get another one, Rocio. Anyway, repeat what you just said because people will be like, did she say that?
That you want to consume. We are having some juices.
Now look what she says. She never seen in Africa. Look, something that she's saying that she's never seen this kind of thing in Africa. That a cigar ball. Like she's never seen something like this in Africa. And she's already in Africa. She's in Mombasa. She's holding it in Africa. Says you never seen. Listen.
This, I've never seen it in.
Never seen this in Africa. She's never seen it in Africa. And she's saying that foreigners brought it here and left it. Oh my did she really say that? You now can listen to it. It's not like I'm making it up. I've never seen this in Africa. This is a cigar ball, right? African can never have these kind of things. This must be some foreigners, like some Japanese mafia who came and left it here. It can never be here in Africa. How? How? I mean, Rocio, that was too disrespectful. And I don't know why Marwa cannot really tell Rocio like oh, this is bad. But for sure, Rocio, that's too disrespectful. For Africans, let me not get mad.
Chooses this, I've never seen it in Africa. This only speech of how many.
I needed to play that on a very slow speed. Okay, I need to play that on a very slow speed so that I can listen keenly. I don't know if I heard that right, but
some chooses this, I've never seen it in Africa. This only speech of how many Europeans and expats, foreigners come to this bar. What are you doing, sir?
It's only Europeans and foreigners, expats, who came here and maybe left it here. Europeans and foreign expats. And now Marwa is sitting there and listening to Rocio speak some nonsense, chat some shit about his country people and his country. And it's like, oh, yeah, my Muzungu wife. Yeah, go tell them. I mean, you're already in Africa. That thing is right there in Africa. In Kenya. Oh, is it? By the way, someone say a good comment here that Dr. Tendo is saying a very good comment here. JT, she confuses Nyabohansi village with Africa. Even Mura does that many times. Oh, so when they say, guys, here in Africa, they simply mean here in Nyabohansi. That could be a thing. But whatever it is, even if it's in village Nyabohansi, even if it's in Kenya, even if he means or she means Africa as a whole, most of the time Rocio comes out as a very biased and I don't even say that R word. She never said anything good about Africans. Never even one. Never. She always tried to discredit Africa. Oh, I've never seen this cigar ball in Africa. Never. This must be brought by foreigners and the Europeans and experts in Kenya. This thing can never be here. It has never been an African thing. Oh, yeah. Makes me want to slap her, but anyway.
Many Europeans and expats, foreigners come to this bar. What are you doing, sir? What are you doing?
And why did she go to that beach, by the way? She could have gone to those European places and go and enjoy. Why will she come there only to say some nonsense? Don't know. Okay? I don't know. But anyway, guys. Thing is, there are a lot of nonsense in these streets and I cannot keep up with all of them. But I just want to thank you all for taking your time to watch my show to this moment, to this far. You guys mean a lot to me, like a lot. And I want to thank you all. Let me thank this one, Afro, for that super slap. It really means a lot. And Fabulous I don't know how to pronounce this name. Fabulous Stitch. Okay, Fabulous Stitch. Appreciate that, man. Like, thank you so much. You guys means a lot. Thank you so much. As you leaving the chats, make sure you like the video and stand up for another upcoming episodes on JT Podcast and all of those other hot reactions to come. Before you go, smash the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'll be seeing you in the next one. I love you all so much. Cheers to more episodes. I'll be checking you out later. Bye for now.